Welcome to guidance today, people. To first start off, we're going to do bullying today. That will be our topic, and we're going to have a quick video here that will, it's called Defeat the Label. Turn down the volume for you guys. Dr. Zimmer, just turn off this light earlier so we can see. From the video, I want you guys to just look at this sheet that I printed out and gave to all you people. Now, what you saw in this video, I want to point out a couple things. Now, what happened to these students was, I mean, you can obviously see how they were labeled in school as, they were given labels, stereotyped names, made fun of all the time. But I want you to notice how, at the beginning of this video, they showed the students getting up, brushing their teeth, all of them at the same time. Why do you think they did that, Scott? What do you think the point of the beginning of the video was? As showing them all, you weren't paying attention. Caroline, now if you could please pay attention, that would be very nice. Caroline, older Caroline, what do you think the whole point of that was at the beginning of the video?
I guess just to point out that we're all the same.
Exactly, right there. They wanted to point out that everybody is the same. We're all the same. The way we get, everybody gets up in the morning, we all shower, brush our teeth, get ready for school. I mean, a lot of people think that when we're in elementary school that you want to label people that we're better than each other because I play a sport, he's smarter than me, I'm smarter than him, so I'm better than him, I play a sport, I'm better than him. I want you to look at what I wrote about a couple facts of these bullying. Bullying is being mean to another kid over and over again. It often includes teasing, talking about or hurting somebody, spreading rumors about students, leaving kids out on purpose, attacking somebody by hitting them or yelling at them, causing physical harm. Now, the one thing about this video that is crucial, what a lot of these students were seeing, is the students' self-esteem. When these students were walking down the hall and they had an image of themselves at the very beginning, before they were even bullied in the first place. You saw the one student who had the t-shirt on walking down the hall, and the students were all yelling at him, pushing him around, and when he ran into the bathroom, he saw an image of himself of what he thinks people think of him, which is a weirdo, a crazy kid, this is what the problem is with a lot of these elementary school, with a lot of kids in schools these days. And it's not just elementary school. In fact, it'll even, people say it gets a lot worse as you get older, because as you get older, people tend to, the stereotypes even get worse, as in, when you start playing sports in school, people think that the jocks will consider them cooler than everybody, or, the smarter kids in school will be considered the dorks, then you have the jocks, and you have the weirdos and stuff like that. I mean, this is only just a little example of what we have. Now, I want you to, Aaron, what is, when students are bullied, you can see it on the sheet, what does a kid feel like? What is bullying, how does it affect us as students?
It makes you feel powerless, different, unpopular, a lot of...
Exactly. I mean, you guys read a lot of times, I've seen a lot of times how students who get bullied, they get scared. They don't want to come to school. They think that people are out for them. And it's really an intimidating factor. And I mean, people who don't want to look forward to coming to school, they end up dropping out of school. They get scared. They just have no will to want to do anything. And I mean, numerous cases of students having suicidal thoughts, depression. I mean, we see this all the time in students, but there is nothing wrong with being different, and that's the key thing that I want to get out of this today, that there is really nothing wrong in being different. I have another video, guys. I have another video for you guys I want to show you. This one is another brief video. And this one is from the man himself.
Like all of you, I was shocked and saddened by the deaths of several young people who were bullied and taunted for being gay, and who ultimately took their own lives. But what I want to say is this: you are not alone. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything to deserve being bullied. And there is a whole world waiting for you, filled with possibilities. There are people out there who love you and care about you just the way you are. And so, if you ever feel like, because of bullying, because of what people are saying, that you're getting down on yourself, you've got to make sure to reach out to people you trust. Whether it's your parents, teachers, folks that you know care about you just the way you are, you've got to reach out to them. Don't feel like you're in this by yourself. The other thing you need to know is things will get better. And more than that, with time you're going to see that your differences are a source of pride and a source of strength. You look back on the struggles you faced with compassion and wisdom, and that's not just going to serve you, but it'll help you get involved and make this country a better place. It'll mean that you'll be more likely to help fight discrimination, not just against LGBT Americans, but discrimination in all its forms. It means you'll be more likely to understand personally and deeply why it's so important that as adults we set an example in our own lives, and that we treat everybody with respect, that we are able to see the world through other people's eyes and stand in their shoes, that we never lose sight of what binds us together. As a nation, we're founded on the belief that all of us are equal and each of us deserves the freedom to pursue our own version of happiness, to make the most.
Now, I wanted you guys to hear that last part of what he said. Be in other people's shoes, respect for one another, but the one thing, treat others the way you want to be treated. I mean, at one point in our life, everyone can admit, or everyone will admit at one point, that they have been mean to somebody, and everyone will admit it, but just try to step into other people's shoes one day and realize that how it felt when somebody made fun of you. And just treat people with respect, because you want to, as he said, set an example. You want people to look up to you. And nobody wants to look up to a bully. Now, as you can see on page 2 of the hand that I gave you, there's a couple questions. What is the best way to respond to bullying? How does bullying affect not only the person themselves, but also the people around them? I'll open it to discussion for whoever wants to answer. And Scott, I've been paying attention because I want you to answer the first one. What is the best way to respond to bullying? How would you respond to bullying yourself?
I mean, there is no one right answer. I mean, there's multiple answers, and the one thing I can say is just ignore them.
Okay, all right. It's not bad. Okay, that's a good answer. Mary Chris, why are students bullied in school? And remember, there's no wrong answer, so just give whatever you want, or whatever comes to your head.
Different reasons. A lot of it is stereotyping and also just kids going through, adolescence and then, puberty, and there's a lot of changes and people can feel insecure about themselves
Mhm.
and so
Mhm.
they might take that out on other people.
Okay, perfect. And how about older Caroline? Why are people afraid to respond to bullying when they see it and when it is happening?
Oh, you mean younger Caroline?
Younger Caroline, yes.
Wait, what was the question?
Why are people afraid to respond to bullying when they see it and when it is happening to them?
Maybe like